What the Juck is, everybody? Gender here, back at it with episode 22 of the 2026 Maplestory progression series. It's still running. I didn't miss it last week. It was just pushed back because the Adventures of Jucko take priority for at least the next 2 to 3 weeks as we prog in the early part of Challenger World. But some games are still made across the entire account. Let's dive into it. So the biggest one was that this is done. I have my own private Star Force room, and with now Flag Race available for me to do at my skill level, I can get max points every week, which means better G skills, which is just fantastic. I didn't take a screenshot. I think I'm 8-0-15-15 now, which is, mind you, a massive FD gain for Juck Squad. So boss clears this week across the board should be so much faster. Happy about that. All right, let's get into a cheeky little recap of this week. And yeah, you've seen my arrow content. I'm like the 276, something absurd like that. And it's been non-stop. I wake up, get some food, I train. It's been a lot. I've been doing my best to try and like segment it a little bit so I can not burn out and ruin my health in the same process. And my holiday from work ends. So I have to get back on the grind, go back to work, and yeah, boring, I know. But nevertheless, this week has been a lot of fun. I've had a blast, and I'm looking forward to taking this Errol as far as I want. I'm not sure where the ceiling is at the moment, but I'm having a great time. As for next week, the biggest things is, well, BM was cleared today, so spoilers for next week's prog video. But it did a 3-man in BM, so June clear is done, and I'm ready for the final challenge for next week, which is a solo. It has to be a solo for it to count. Looking forward to that. Only thing else is I want to make the Black Mage clear as fast as possible, or as easy as possible. Getting to as close to 280 as is ideal, and don't have a lot of resources to push this. I have like one set of boosters. There is no Sunny Sunday this Sunday, which is sad. But there is one next Sunday. Maybe because I don't have to clear on Reset Thursday. I can always save it until it's just I gotta do it sometime during that week or during that month. Really, the moment I do it, boom. Ideally, do it that week because I want the Junior Weapon to be able to deal and defeat Hard Kai. That's why 280 is the goal. As for the Kronos account, boss rush again, get me money, and use that later down the track. And then, of course, BM on the Blaster and Hider. They haven't done it yet. I was waiting for Hecate and the new G skills. I should clear this much faster. Alright, time for an overview of the characters. And this is already updated. Oh no, this is perfect on how it's laid out. You can see that the hero is on the up, and the Errol now has a lot's going on for the Errol. He is booked and busy. Thankfully, though, because I'm recording this a day late than usual, I can remove this. Boom. I can remove this. Oh, yes, the hero has graduated today. It is fantastic. This was, what, the 25th? And I usually cut these before the weekly reset. But hey, we're doing something special. I'm keep going. You know, let's just keep on going. All right. Chrono spending. I had about, I think, 104 bill total. I spent, what, 95 bill on it? And upgrades. Look at that. A non-Z10 meal. Elite champion got upped. The hero got Star Force, and so did the Blast. We'll go into their gains later. And then Maple Hub. Did I update this? First up, we'll go into the, where is it? My diary. And you can see the gains. I made actually a decent amount of pitchies this week. So I can navigate this. God, you know what? I have an idea. Let's just, and there we go. All right, I can work this. So we had some decent gains this week. A CFE on the Dawn Warrior, an ET on the Shade, and another Dreamer Belt for the Adele. So they just keep on printing. And the big ups on the Shade, and of course the CFA won't play up until much later down the track, which is nice. As for the boss tracker, our income did in fact increase as we scroll down to the hero, and we must edit this because he can now do the full shebang. You know what? What if we do hard? Hard Jupiter Solo, 25 bill. My goodness. All right, he's now a C10 mil, and I think we just do the entire thing. Yeah. Cool. Nice, save configuration. There we go. 5.2, big one. So we are now at a staggering 61.8 bill. God damn. God damn. And we are looking over here. So we still have 2 more characters to fill up. And I'm not sure if I'll ever go back to the end slam meals. Probably never, because I could probably eke out like 2 to 3 more bill. But honestly, I'm just gonna wait till the Errol board leaps, and then this goes up by like another 6 bill minimum. Crazy. And then when the Kinesis gets made and established, it'll go up another 5 bill. So we'll be looking at around 72 bill-ish for a long time. I'm not sure how I want to progress future C10E boss mills. I definitely want to make more. I just don't know how I want to make them. Do I just wait until Challenger World comes out and make 2 of them with the Jenny Pass? Or do I keep making them when we get Hyperbird? I will most likely make them... I'll probably... Any Hyperburns we get between like now and the next Challenger World, I will probably make Legion blocks. I have a few that I need to make, like Mercedes. And then I will save for the big Prog vid, the ones for Challenge World. I think that will be the best of both worlds. So next Challenge World, not sure if I want to make the new class. Like it would be fun. Doesn't interest me that much, so I may try out a non-release Challenge World release class or whatever. We'll see how we go when we move up towards that year. I am definitely not going as hard as I've gone this time. Alright, into the characters. The Ren lost damage. I should state, disclaimer, everybody, majority lost damage because we lost event stats. I know it sucked. But everything is down across the board. Alright, moving to the Ren. So, the biggest thing to note about the Ren, apart from Hecate being unlocked, is look at this EXP gain. God damn, this is just from dailies and Monster Park. So this here was just dailies, 88 bill. And then I think Monster Park was giving like 260, 350 bill pre-patch, but now it's giving a whopping 1.6T. God damn. So the Ren is slowly getting one set of Monster Park Extreme, and now it gives more XP, and of course the stuff. This was, I think, the Monster Park, the big jump, I think. And then this big day was the Sunny Sunday Monster Park. I swear, was it this? I don't remember. I swear it was. And I also have 2 Mecha Berries ready to go on the Ren. Still don't know how I want to play with the Momentum Pass, if I even get it at all. Because the end game goal for the Errol is to... It changes. This is annoying me. Let's try this one. Alright, it's good enough. Alright, moving on. Sorry about that. Yeah, I'm not sure I want to play with the Mender Pass if I get it at all. But the Ren outside, I think it got like 1 more Dom and another Kalos Piss. Look at that. 6 more weeks till our first Eternal. Yippee. Making that slow prog. Super slow prog. But once we get the... look, I can get 1 piece and boom, instant 22. Sure, I will require 50, like 150 bill, or like 200 bill to it, but who cares? It's a guaranteed 22 star. To be fair, 22 star on a top bot or hat isn't like end game. You ideally want 23 minimum, but hey, I will take it. So I'm also itching to spend these. Nearly at our, if I could pity both a map and a Zerk, get them both to 22, and I could get this and this to 22 star, and I can get the Dream back to 22 star, and the ET, and with a black card, I could be 9 set. It could happen. That's crazy. That's crazy. So it is exciting stuff with this new system we have. This is the beauty of boss meals. A cool 150 build to get another 22 star. That's 2 weeks of work, maybe 3. Come on, that's a good deal. All right, let's move on from the Ren. Ren, yes, lost like 14 mil damage. It comes back. It will come back. And I think let's go from last week. Last week we were sitting at 25.5%. Now we are at 41%. So that's like what, 16% a week at 287? Hey, that's not bad. That's like 9 weeks ish. Oh, that's less than that. Yeah, not bad. Like 8 weeks to level up. In the 2.8, that's crazy. EXP is flowing. All right, moving on to the Adele. The Adele, I think, just lost damage. I don't think I've even updated this because there's just nothing to talk about the Adele. But Hecate, and yeah, that nothing else to talk about. Alrighty, moving on to the big one. Look at this. Everybody lost damage. The blaster only lost like 1.1 mil. I made the switch, and you can see from here it is now sporting a 22-star sauce, 18-star ET, and this was a raw 4 from the rental gear. And however, I am still rocking. I still got a 22-star slam ring, which is huge gains on the blaster. Was thinking about redeeming the map, but when I thought about it, I have a fancy little graphic here as we scroll through this. I'm at 180 crystals, but I still need 3 more items. I don't need the badge because I am rocking a legacy badge, but the last 3 pieces, the map, the Zergt, and the book. I know it's a green book, don't at me. And I just need to, so that's what, maybe get like what, 9 crystals a week? I can't even remember. Or 8 or 7. I mean, something like that. Look, we're dangerously close to 230 crystals. The moment I get to 230 crystals, I just wait for one of these to drop. One of them will eventually drop. Once I do, I can pick up the other 2, and boom, just like that, we're 7 set. I have the meters in the bank, and all apart from that, I think we're just missing the badge and belt and earrings. So it will be a 7 set, which is just crazy. And this thing will be probably settled on 7 set for quite a bit, just because everything else is like 2 stars. So there'll be 4 set Golix, 7 set etched, which is absolutely crazy. Then we get the arcane to 22 star. Like, dude, this blaster can go crazy. I'm looking forward to it. I am looking forward to the gains. All right, moving on. The Hayato. Hayato actually made a big gain. Would you look at that? It got a book from Will, finally. So the blaster, sorry, the Hayato is clearing much faster thanks to a raw 4, doing a lot of work despite pretty chopped gear. Like some of the City boss mills has better gear than the Hayato, but the Hayato is doing work mainly because it is liberated. But it will eventually take a bunch of money towards this account or this character and fix everything up here. So yeah, biggest gain. Look at an RFS. This is my 3rd one, and it's been so close. Like we have 2 Zerks to tap, 2 ETs to tap, a bunch. Oh, look at all this stuff to tap. Like holy, like again, a bunch of money to the Hayato, and it will skyrocket. It's the moral of the story for all these characters, because if you're a diligent daily doer, you will eventually get a bunch of shit you can tap. Yes. All right. Also unlocked Hecate, and you know what? I'll pause the music because it is clipping, and I am so sorry about that. All right, moving on. Maybe you can play your own music. That could be even more cozier. I don't know. Let me know in the comments if you are watching this 14 minutes into the video. Do you prefer the subtle synthwave in the background, or would you play your own music while listening to me to yap? Up to you. All right, let me know. All right, moving on. The Kana. No real gains on the Kana. However, it's faster now because of Raw 4, which is great. And Hecate. I'm slowly doing High Mountain on this. I think I just need to do 1 more High Mountain and get 1 frag from dailies, and then I can unlock the Ascent, and then I can probably chill. Oh, I could probably unlock its this V skill, but it's not that big of a race. But not much to talk about. There is a lot of things I could do here. Like both its ET, because it has 2 spares. I could do the 1144 tech to get it to 22 star. I could also just tap the Zerk 22 star. And with all these secondary things, I can just tap these without safeguarding and just see what happens, because it will eventually hit 22 star. Slowly going to convert this to Arcane. I am off my Abso LARPing arc. So no more Absos for me. Waste of money. You just floor your ceiling, but you increase your floor, but you lower your ceiling. And it's slowly doing hard zero on this weekly, just for the chance of it. All right, moving on to the Shade. Shade also, well, the Shade made a small gain thanks to it getting an ET, but the ET is not star forced or cubed, as we're rocking a 21 star Maester. So I'm not sure what I'll do with this Maester yet. Still deciding. But we are liberating soon. Look at that. The 9th of July. This week and then next week, I think. I think it needs one more week after that. 470 plus. Okay. I think if I do one Black Mage next week, I can speed it up. We'll see how we go. This is content for later. Yeah, I think this could be, it could liberate the same time as the arrow, which look at that. That's just the power of the Jenny Pass. Holy. But yeah, that is the Shade. Shade has Hecate, so it does bosses quite well. Moving on to the Dawn Warrior. Dawn Warrior also lost 5 mil CP. So sad seeing the boss stats go away. But no Hecate on the solo grind. Honestly, I should probably opt this up instead of the Karna, since the Karna's really good at doing bosses. I should state, I completely forgot to mention it. But if you look here, the Twilight and the Slime Ring are both 21 stars. We did some tapping on all of them. I should have added that in the notes, but every single Satanic meal got some tapping done, and the Twilight Mark and the Slime Ring are done on the Shade. This character is basically done outside of the Jenny weapon and getting a Raw 4. This character's done. I don't need to make any other upgrades on this until I have Arcane Boxes Overflow, and every other character is done. So there's that. The Shade, sorry, the Dawn Warrior also got the same treatment. It now has a 21 star a Twilight Mark and a ring, so it's dual specking the Dawn Boss set, which is fantastic. And it's also got that 7/9 liberation date. So these guys are liberating soon, 2 weeks away. That's crazy. They should get do I have a screenshot here? But yeah, just a massive increase in damage. Looking forward to this absolute power spike. It should make bossing much faster on both these characters. All right, moving on. Next up, we have the Lyn. Lyn also gained a little bit of range. Did I? Hey, that was from last week. Surely. Or did I? Uh-oh. Which one's which? All right, I think I've... Okay, I see what's done. All right, bear with me. The folly of using myself. All right, this is this week. Here we go. This is much better. We only lost 2 mil. Oh, I see what I've done. I've like just gone full circle. God, you know what? Some live editing. And this is what 92 mil. 92.1. Okay, there you go. So we update in real time. All right, so the Lyn, again, reason for such a small decrease and increase in damage, even though we lost boss stats, both the Twilight and the Slime Ring both went to 21 star, which is cinema. Absolute cinema. It is still lacking oh no, it doesn't even have, it has a 21 star third slot, so it's waiting for an ET. But yeah, end of July will be its liberation date, and I always eyeing the Traces of Darkness just to make sure I don't go overboard. I'm not sure if okay, the reason it's also inflated is because it's also supporting Black Heart still. Don't have a Fairy Heart yet, but we are getting one from this event, so I'll most likely just chuck it on the Lyn, and then one by one, each of these Satanic meals will be getting a Fairy Heart. So we're actually getting 2 this week. If you got the Shine Pass, yippee! But the Errol will snag the first one, and the Lyn will take this one. Yay! All right, next up is the Wild Hunter, and the Wild Hunter lost a bit of damage. Now, this is a fake stat. Didn't really lose 20 mil. I did, however, boom its... Yeah, I boomed its Twilight Mark. So, the reason for this is, well, not only did I boom its Twilight Mark, but it doesn't have a Black Heart. So, with rentals, I don't really need a Twilight Mark, even though it would be good because the Dawn boss set goes crazy, but rentals can cover both these two slots and will give me a damage increase. And I could always, I think I grab the pendant as well, and it's just a bigger gain. I also probably grab the totems. So sure, I'm wasting a bit of money to make the runs a little faster, but it's worth it. And then of course, probably will redeem another black card on this just to make runs a little easier. However, I'm kind of running low on them. I think I've got like 2 left. So yeah, Lucid hasn't. Sorry, Lotus hasn't really dropped much for me. So yeah, what the hell, Lotus? Give me more black cards so I can make these mules boss easier. All right. So yeah, thanks to rentals, much easier to play these these boss mules. But yeah, the Wild Hunter was the only loser this last Star Force. So it will eventually get more Twilights and more love, but until then, it will rent gear. All right, next up we have the Demon Slayer. Demon Slayer gained range. Look at that, 4 mil. No, I lied. Did I? Uh-oh. Oh no. I flubbed it. I flubbed it. So this is sometimes a mistake that I will usually do is that I will forget to make, like I usually go make copy and then I make changes on this page. But I didn't do it this time. I just edited it directly on the latest entry. So now I have false data and well, I can eventually go back to the VOD and just take image photos of that, but not doing that. So we'll just update this live. So we did lose range. However, you can see there were 18 stars a while ago, and now they are both 21 stars. So even the Demon Slayer on the up. I think Demon Slayer is done as well. The Demon Slayer is just waiting. Of course, this is not the ring I run. I run the Rental Raw. So it's just waiting for a Fairy Heart. I don't think I'll be popping Black Heart on this thing anymore because it's pretty damn juice. So that's 93 mil without a Black Heart. Insane. That is a crazy stat line. But yeah, I think the Demon Slayer is basically finished until it's liberated, and we'll get a fat increase when it liberates. Did I have a cheeky screenshot of its weapon of how much it's going to gain? Probably around 40 mil, like the other, if I max it out. But yeah, thanks to farming on it as well, doing like half an hour a day, it does have Hecate unlocked, and it's nearly got these 2 unlocked eventually one day. Yeah, I think Demon like TP farming got changed this patch as well due to the new V matrix. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see if I go back to this. But yeah, Demon Slayer's on the up. And then finally, huge jump this patch. The hero last week was 26 mil, 0.3 mil, 26.3 mil, and it went up a massive. Not only did it go up like 6 levels, again, I didn't change the level. Went up 6 levels thanks to the Duo Partner event. Thank you, money. It is now basically maxed Arcane Force, 74.3 mil, and this is stats. So I'll probably do a timestamp. See, it's like, oh, if you just come here for the hero gains, oh, here they are. So we started out with 90 bill. I'm not sure where I spent the rest of the money. And then in only, what, 43 bill, 0.7, I got all these gains. So pretty good. The crazy start, 10 bill to get this to 18 star. And then we rolled back and I think I boomed the glove. No. I boomed the shoe, but I got the shoe back. And then I tapped it again and it went. So thanks, I guess. I wasted 10 bill. Well, but I spent 10 bill on the cape. Everything else was pretty good. I think the top was a little bit of a yikes with costing 5. I think even 5 bill is pretty good. I think 4 bill is maybe the medium. But you can see this last dom. This dom, I think with this dom, I did Star Force level 4 all the way up to 21 star. So that's why it cost so much. Did I boomed? I think I boomed 1 going normally. It was like, if it goes, it goes. If I reach 20 star, I just binged it to 21 star. I think with the Maester ring as well. Not sure if I actually got it 20. I can't remember. Too long. This was last week. But I think the tech I did was Star Force to 21 star, transfer, safeguard, Star Force to 22 or 21 star again. Much just better. And you can see the results here. It's like fantastic. Like the belt, the earrings, the ring, all with the 0 star. No 0 booms. And it was just great work. This is bottom though. 2 booms to 16 star. That's crazy. Of course, the EXP, you can see just how much EXP I got from the Duo EXP event, and then the rest of this is from Monster Park. So you see how little Monster Park gives you in comparison to the massive increase. I think it was this day, and this day was the 2 sets of the EXP Duo event. And finally, it's gear on what it's looking like. So we are rocking that black card. We have rental gear, make up for the lack of 4 set Golics. So I am 3 set Golics, but with the rentals, it's better to use these earrings. But the moment we have like 3 weeks, like I think 3 weeks before we're going to get a pendant. Once I get that pendant, I could probably transfer this DOM to it or make another DOM eventually. But you can see its inventory. That's a blinding, holy flashbang. But yeah, it has little. This is a fake DOM, and it has nothing in its inventory. But we are clearing. Yippee! This is an old screenshot. Clearing, and this is also odd, but I forgot to update it. Yeah, yippee! We are going places with the hero. And then finally, some mentions. You know what? I can remove this coming soon. The arrow is here. We also made some gains. I didn't include this in the previous video, but Jacko gets its own special showcase until further notice. But we can go over a quick look what it made. But I won't go over this again. Just that I didn't include this last time. But yeah, I think that wraps it up for this video. Still no kinesis yet. We'll get that in about a month's time. But yeah, that does it for me. As always, thank you for watching. Have a juck and good day. I'll catch you all on the next one.